What if your backyard could feed you for an entire year? It sounds impossible. Most people assume you would need acres of farmland, expensive equipment, and perfect soil. But throughout history, small gardens have supported entire families. During World War II, something called victory gardens produced nearly half of the vegetables consumed in the United States. Backyards became farms. Today, with rising food prices and increasing uncertainty in global supply chains, many people are rediscovering the power of small-scale food production. But the real question is, how much food can a backyard actually produce? Many people believe growing food requires large amounts of land. But the truth is that productivity depends more on design than size. Modern industrial farms prioritize machinery and large monocultures. Backyard gardens operate differently. They focus on diversity, density, and efficiency. In fact, intensive gardening techniques can produce surprising yields from small areas. Some systems can produce thousands of pounds of food from a single backyard each year. Historically, most human diets relied on a few powerful staple crops. These crops provide the majority of calories needed for survival. For the most productive are potatoes, beans, corn, squash, often called the four survival staples. Potatoes produce huge calories per square foot. Beans provide protein and improve soil fertility. Corn supplies carbohydrates. Squash spreads across the ground, protecting soil and producing nutrient-rich food. Together, they create a balanced food system. Indigenous farmers in North America developed a powerful method called the Three Sisters. Corn grows tall and provide the natural pole for beans to climb. Beans add nitrogen to the soil, feeding the other plants. Squash spreads across the ground, blocking weeds and retaining moisture. This system uses natural cooperation between plants instead of fertilizers and chemicals. For centuries, it helped sustain communities across the continent. Even today, many gardeners still use this ancient technique. Backyard food production relies on maximizing every square foot. Several methods dramatically increase yield. Raised beds allow closer plant spacing. Vertical gardening grows crops upward instead of outward. Succession planting ensures that as one crop finishes, another begins. Instead of planting once per season, gardens can produce multiple harvests throughout the year. With careful planning, a relatively small backyard can become surprisingly productive. Another powerful concept is the food forest. Unlike traditional gardens, food forests mimic natural ecosystems. They combine fruit trees, berry bushes, herbs, root crops, perennial vegetables. Once established, many food forests produce food year after year with minimal maintenance. Some permaculture gardens around the world produce thousands of pounds of food annually from relatively small spaces. Nature becomes the system. While a backyard can produce impressive amounts of food, it's important to stay realistic. Producing an entire year of calories requires careful planning and significant space. But producing a large percentage of fresh vegetables is very achievable. Even small gardens can dramatically reduce grocery bills. More importantly, they increase resilience. When supply chains break down or prices rise, local food production becomes incredibly valuable. For most of human history, food didn't travel thousands of miles to reach our plates. It grew nearby, in gardens, small farms, and backyard plots. Today, many people are rediscovering that knowledge. A backyard may not replace the global food system, but it can provide something incredibly important: independence. Because sometimes the most powerful farm is the one just outside your door. If you enjoy learning about resilient agriculture, forgotten crops, and self-sufficient living, subscribe to Legacy Harvest. Because the knowledge that fed the past might shape the future.